hello there. Right, let me get... I've had to play around with the keyframes a minute ago, 3 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, and let me... Right, that seems to be... a little bit better. Right. Let's see how that goes. Let's see. Cool. Right. The inspector is checking it with a break in between, so that looks good. Right, let's go to the painting cam in case it was something to do with the high bitrate from the painting cam. And yeah, I think I've fixed it. I'm not sure. I don't think it's that, Zoe. We've got enough bandwidth for it to be streaming everything. And are we good with that? How are we looking? I'm looking for the test coming up in the chat, but ProTech doesn't get to put its own messages up. So, yeah, no issues, no issues. That's looking good. So, right, hopefully we should be somewhere near. We're going to do the Dwarves again tonight. Hopefully get them somewhere near finished and get them on their sea bases. Oh, he hasn't had his wash done yet. So... I need to do a bit of finishing on that one, a little bit of finishing on that one. Those two can go onto the bases, then all of them. So, we're looking good. I need a copper colour, not a copper. That's better. One little thing, and it all goes to pot. I'd love a tango. I've fixed it, by the way.
I was just checking. Oh my God. I was just checking the delay for it, but okay. It's usual.
You do one of them for us?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, your delay is usually quite high anyway.
No, 25 seconds.
Right. Right, I'm going to do the domes on these in a copper colour, just so they're slightly different. Yeah. But then, obviously, we're going to wash it all, so it all blends in. Oh, thank you.
to sort all these EV Heroes cards out?
Yes, yes you do.
But I don't want to because I've got mine now.
Yeah, well, they become mine if you don't sort them out.
If they sell for good money, would you buy me any more, or would you buy me the one card I need?
We might look at the one card you need.
It's only $7.99 on eBay.
I'm sure you can do some work for it.
Or you could just sell these cards.
You mean the cards that I've already paid for?
If you get your money back from these cards, then
We're not getting our money back from them cards.
no, I mean like £7 worth of money.
But what about the money that we initially paid for the cards?
You said it was my tweet.
I said one of them was your treat. Money growing on trees and the usual things. Hi Archnin, how are you doing?
Have you seen how many of the cards I didn't need?
Well, we'll do some little batches of them and put them on eBay on Thursday.
Okay.
And maybe Tom will be opening some boxes.
Good. I hope he does.
I was... Right. Cool.
I've just realised something wrong. Look at what energy Sylveon is.
Yeah. It's changed.
How dare she take Espeon's energy?
Is that copper or brass? Oh, it is copper. It's looking a very dark copper colour. So it's just they look like some sort of, like last week I said, they look like a reservoir tank for fuel for them being flamers or something. So yeah, they could be. So we're using the metallics by Vallejo. These are airbrush metallics, but the pigment content in them is so high that it works amazingly with a brush, but it also works absolutely fantastic with an airbrush as well. So that a really good set of metallics. If you're wanting metallics, we tend to use them on a lot of stuff. Just straight out of the pot. You don't even need much thinners or anything like that. Yeah, well done, Archnan. I am hoping it's more money and less work. That's normally what happens when you go further up the chain sort of thing, or should. Cool. I've managed to catch some of the blue. And a dry brush. Right, so I have some of that blue left over as well. Oh, cool. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly block back in the blue where it's managed to get copper all over it before I do the wash. There we go. Sweet. So the copper's done on them. What were we going to do? I was going to do the stacks in silver. Cheers, mate. So I'll get a wash onto that one. I just need to do the stacks on this in silver because for some reason, I left them blue after the last one. So I've also ordered my Stargrave warband. I had a bit of an idea. I've done some of them. I've painted a lot of them before, but I fancied something different. So I'm painting my warband up. Maybe. Well, when do we have to have them done for, Jack? Go. So the stacks are done, but what I would like to do is get... Yeah, Stargrave, when do we have to have our cannon runs? Such a slave driver. Necron compound. So just a bit of Necron compound, and did I say Frostgrave? So I'm just brightening the blue up a bit by putting a dry brush over it, and it's quick and simple. Necron compound, bit of rub off as much as you can. Let's get some of the, so some of the gold gets highlighted with it. You just get some of the edges, and it just makes it stand out a bit. There we go. There we go. I'm classing that one was done as well. So that one's done. Fix the blue bits. Let's get some more of the dry brushing done on these ones. Again, just clipping some of the blue. Some of the gold bits to get a bit of edge highlighting type stuff on it. And yeah, that's it. That one is done. That one is done. My usual thing is I'm not doing them to masterpiece standard. I just want to get them on the table and play with them rather than spend a week painting them up. They could look absolutely 100 times better than this, but just getting them. Hi Dan, how are you doing? Just getting them to a good tabletop, I'd be happy with that. And I think with this, I need to be able to easily repeat it and do it all again, because obviously people that are playing this have already got some games in, so we would like to catch up and get some games. So, and I would prefer them to be painted. And fully based. Now these are the acrylic sea bases from Mantic. So these are the ones that you buy to upgrade you. They do little wood ones. So what I'm going to go with is, I'm good, mate. Looking forward to things returning to normal as soon as possible. Managed to get some game days in so far, which have been good fun. There we go. Just a bit of super glue and one is done. Number 2. I'm not sure if I've already taken it off that, because it does look fairly scratched and dull, so I'm presuming it's still on there. So last week we managed to get 4 people. 5 people? 5 people. God, yeah. Game of, well, we played Aliens first by no, sorry, we didn't. We played Aliens second, and I've got that a bit of a mess. It was quickly cleaned up. Yeah, we had we played Ascension. Star Trek Ascension first, 5-player game of that, which was absolutely bonkers and hilarious at the same time. And that took, I think that was about 4 or 5 hours. Ascendancy, that's the one. What did I call it? Dependency. Oh, I've got 2 egg racks. Can't remember which one I used. I'm going to go with the one that's out, so that one. Yeah. Star Trek Ascension, Ascendancy, it's all the same thing. Midichlorian drives and all of that. So again, just going in with the wash, give it a bit of colouring. Yeah, so it was a good day and evening. It didn't have to go on for some time. We got a huge way through the first mission of Aliens. That is one big game, and that's going to do the entire thing is going to take a long time, which is a good thing for it's like a dungeon crawly type game. As long as you don't get Newt killed. If Ronan was here, we could have a full explanation of how he failed as Ripley. But yes, unfortunately, in our version of Aliens, Newt got eaten by an alien. Which for the storyline apparently is bad, and it ends the entire storyline. But at least we can come back next time with a full fresh start and do it all over again. But yeah, it's a cracking game. Really good fun. As I say, the minis were spot on. They could have done with painting, but yeah, the person who was painting them, who owned them, didn't paint them for us. Disgraceful. There we go. So what has everyone else been up to? What games have been people are getting played? I'm presuming some people are getting out there, and then there's some people playing one-player games. Right, and there we go with getting the gold done again. Right. Bet you I can't find the box. Oh, the boxes are just here. We'll go with that one. Cool. I really like Legendary and stuff like that. It's just the setup of the game got me. I enjoyed play. I think I played. Was it you? I played it with Tomo, and I enjoyed playing it. But setting it up and stuff like that, just a bit annoying at times. If your internet died on Thursday, you'll have missed all of the stream, mate. I'm presuming you mean Wednesday. But yes, we're all good. The second half of the stream was amazing. You missed loads, so you should go back and watch it all. But how is you doing? Oop. Mixing the wrong colours. So, just in case people aren't aware, we have cut our streams down. We're only doing one painting stream a week at the moment. We're going to do it on Wednesdays, which is our sponsored night by Army Painter and stuff like that. So, we're not... we're not got much plans outside of the one painting night a week at the moment. Things could change, but we're going to try and set some card game stuff up on Fridays. Flesh and Blood, maybe some Digimon depending on Ronin and stuff like that. But yeah, new things as we go. And maybe some game Fridays like we used to. I know Stargrave's a thing, and I know Ronan's running a Stargrave campaign for some of us, so if we can do that on a Friday, might stick a cheeky camera up and stream getting beaten to a pulp by 3 people as opposed to just Ronan. Yeah, we went to a pre-release at the weekend, and I have been, I'll be honest with you, Ronan's not here so I can say it, I've been very hesitant. We do a lot of trade with the singles and stuff like that, and I don't know, I expected it to be a lot of kids that were playing it and stuff like that. And I was just hesitant. It's not my idea of fun going and playing. We used to play Pokemon, and it was just a bit much with hundreds of screaming kids and stuff like that. So I was a bit hesitant. And then when we went down this weekend, they were all adults. They were all a cracking bunch of people that turned up for this event at Boards and Swords. So I was like, right, okay, I'll take Ronan's word for it. Honest. So yeah, I've been updating my deck. We opened 38 booster boxes today of the new set. Honestly, Kinger, I was the same. But the game itself, the mechanics in the game made it really fun. The games are timed for 50 minutes, but you've got 3 games run out by then. So they're like 20-minute games. You can get loads of games in. If you're just playing, like when I was playing against Ronan, I think we got about 15-20 games in an afternoon, and it was like, yep, that's really quick. It was quicker than Magic. It was quicker than Flesh and Blood and stuff like that. Super quick, really easy. I managed to win 2 games and lose 4, so yeah, I had fun. But yes, I did get beaten badly. That's that. That goes down there. I think, other than the ping. Oh. There we go. Again, just going back up where the blue was, the gold blocks it in really well. Using GW's Retributor, again with the high pigment colours, it just covers anything, even the blue where you make a mistake like that, like. But like we've just done on the other one, we can pick the blue back up. That's all. What is that? Give me a model to paint in Tesseract and I'll consider it. I've got loads of starter Space Marines that GW give out for people to learn how to paint on, mate. Don't mind giving you some of them. There you go. Do I do that plate in gold? Yeah, I'm going to do that plate in gold there. It's not gold on the actual artwork, but it'll just give a little bit of a finish to the, like a triangle area of, or a boxed in section of gold bits. Yeah, that looks cool. Good, good. The windows are gold. So I got my MCP back. I'm going to have to go back over some of that. MCP back today as well. I bought someone's collection a few months back. I'm not entirely sure of the story behind it, but I think it was either someone he was painting it for didn't want it anymore, or he didn't want it anymore, so he was letting it go. It was quite cheap, so I picked it up, and it was the squad that we'd been working on for myself, Thanos, Black Dwarf, and all of the Black Order, and was like, ooh, sounds really cool, I'll have that. Yeah, Black Order, and bought it off him. There was some extra bits that we sold off to make the majority of the money back, and I kept 5 figures. I think I bought 15 figures off him, some painted, some not, and I'll just get this. I need to do the top on that. And some of them were only palm painted, and I knew that when I bought them, though he sold them as palm painted, part finished project, and I did have every intention of finishing them myself. And then chatting to the lad, he was a commission painter, so I was like, how much to finish those 3 off? So he took the commission on. He was quite busy at the time, so it's took him a month or 2 to get it sorted. Or I was put into the queue a month or 2 ago, and I got them back this afternoon. So what I'll do is I'll get these painted up and finished. Oh, this Jimmy Stack's painted up and finished. I'll give it 2 minutes to dry while I show you these. Oh, and give me my eyes a month. Yeah, I'm starting to lose track of days and stuff like that. Oh wait, I've been losing track of days for months. Hi Chewy. All your stuff's ready for you when you can get yourself away from work, mate. It's all up in the shop for you. So, ooh, bit dusty. Yeah, I know that feeling. I do tend to lose track of months at the moment. Medium. Let's go to medium. How good are we focus-wise? Cool. So, the figure that did it for me. Right. Maybe it's not Friday. We might... I think we could be going to the other side of the country. And I've just realised I didn't finish the gold off on that. I'm a very bad man. So, this is the I'm going to go with the close-up. It deserves the close-up. So this is the Thanos that he painted. And it was in the purple skin variant that... I think Thanos should have been in the purple all the time. But, yeah, that's perfect. I was going to say all the day after, then realised it is Thursday, tomorrow. So yeah, that's Thanos. The metalwork on it, there's so much detail in the metalwork. There's, I think, 2 or 3 layers on the silvers. They're absolutely gorgeous. So that, no, it is actually metal. It's really, really nice metallics that he's done. And then he did the throne. So when it's all together, it looks like that. Oop. As I say, yeah, it looks sweet. Really, really does. So that was in the original lot. So I knew that was painted like that. Then we have Corvus Glaive. And the black armour on that just looks absolutely phenomenal. Even the cloak, the shading in the cloak and stuff like that. So that was the second one. Those came together. There was there was a very nice Thor in amongst it, which I've not decided what to do with him yet. He may be a for sale item. Painted no, not painting someone else's work, Tesseract. You're a bad man. But then he also did a Venom that was in that lot. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, they were the painted ones, and then there was, I think, 2 or 3 boxes unpainted, and then some part painted. So I bought the lot. I think I paid £200 for the whole lot. Probably would have paid that for Thanos, in all honesty. So ones that were Ebony Maw was part painted. And he's just finished that one off for me. Again, the black colouring and the shading on everything. The edge highlighting on... I can't even see some of the bits that are edge highlighted and the metalwork. So, that one. Proxima. Again, the metallics, there's edge highlighting on that that's so fine detailed. And the spear. And then the last part of my 5-man warband army is Black Dwarf. And again, the muscle tone and the muscles are absolutely... It's nearly Tesseract, but just not quite. It's proper green. Again, the metalworking. It looks like there's a very dark base, then a highlight, and then edge highlighting on top of that. But he looks absolutely stunning. And then the axe. The swirls in the metal. Some of these swirls aren't on the plastic. They've all been put in by hand. They look absolutely great. So yeah, that is my Black Company warband. And a chair. And approximate. I have no idea what they do in the game, but they're going to look good doing it. That is my theory, and I'm happy with it. I might actually put them back up there out the way so I don't damage them. Knowing my luck, I'll do what I did earlier and pop a white pot of paint and splatter everything with white paint, so I'm not going to chance that. Where did black? Ah, I put him right out the back. So yeah, there's a good few hours in each one of them. They look absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to try them on the table. Right, so let's get the gold done on the other side of this after I'd forgotten it. I just nearly washed it all. So yeah, I'm going to try and do my Stargrave warband when it turns up. And my idea behind that is I'm going to use the Legion model Cad Bane as my captain, and then droids as all of the soldiers and stuff like that. Maybe do some conversions. Because I have a full set of commando droids in Tesseract, and I had considered using the Tesseract ones for a short moment, because you would definitely see them on the battlefield under the camera. But I've considered a few things with it, and I'm actually really interested in trying. So obviously if it was for actually playing Legion or anything like that, then it would be all the droids would be the same colour, but I'm actually considering doing multicoloured droids. Hopefully Cad Bane should be here tomorrow if we get it off, if we order it in time. Hint, hint. If she's there.
I've already done it.
Oh, you've done it. Cool.
It won't be here tomorrow though.
Want it?
No.
Oh.
You didn't know it off Prime?
It said Prime.
No, I didn't.
Strange.
It says free delivery at no extra cost for Prime members. 16th it'll be here.
Oh, that's no good.
Bought it now.
Where's it coming from for 16th?
It's probably not even English now, new.
And I did check to see if it was an English one. I'm going to double check now.
You put on Luke, you said me?
We don't do domestics, Chewy. It's too much like hard work.
Did someone think that was an argument?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all done. And that little bar there is gold as well. So what am I missing? I've not picked them up yet. I'll probably buy one to try to start with. But again, the synthetic, and I just prefer my sable hair ones. Unfortunately, I know the GW ones are touted as vegan friendly and all that sort of stuff, but these ones that I use just, I don't know, they just work a lot better than anything synthetic. Even the closest I've found to these are the actual Fugazi that Broken Toad do, which are the closest that I've found yet. I said I'd like to try the GW ones, but I feel the GW ones are more a marketing thing than actual step to looking into finding good. I'm not on about like decent brushes, I'm on about really good brushes. And a lot of that is negated by the fact that, yes, I eat bacon and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it was something that came up when I was selling Broken Toad Tomo. There seems to be a lot of people who won't buy a lot of the brushes out there because they're either horsehair or some sort of animal product has been used in their manufacture. So it's the usual thing. It is all marketing and that kind of stuff. But each their own. We will not judge, but I tend to judge off the actual product itself, the brush, rather than yeah, ones you can eat after you've used them. how have you found the staining on the actual brushes, Chewy? Hi, Con. How are you doing? All my Artist Opus brushes that are white, white bristled, have actually stained in no time. Oh, I don't need to. So they've all gone like a chewing gum grey. So sometimes when I'm painting, I can see the paint on the brush, and it doesn't. It's a different colour when it comes off the brush, if that makes sense. It's more of a problem when you're blending colours together and trying to get a match. I've not had, and that was one of the reasons I stopped using the Artist Opus. Aesthetics, yeah, but if you're mixing paint, sometimes you can see the colour through it. Again, more for the high-end wet blending and stuff like that. It does slightly affect how it looks, and it is just a visual thing, but if you're trying to paint from how you perceive the colour, something like that can slightly affect it, unfortunately. There you go. And I'm going to do that bit in gold because the back looks just very bare and nothing on it. Cool. That's all gone. That's all done. Right. Have some wash on that one. And then this one, I believe, is the other one in this set, which is all the guns down there, all the guns with a few missing. So, has that got a single line of gold down there? And what's gold? And the gun's missing. I knew there should be a gun in the front of that. Alright, I'll have to find a gun to go in there. What I was meant to say is I can now paint behind where the gun is going to go in. Cool, those lines have picked up really well. So let's have the usual top half in gold, a little bit under there as well. do all of the bulkhead part in gold, I think. Is that, yeah, that one's the same. There's a little bit of blue on the top of it, which does set it off really nicely. I have to be careful not to hit it with the gold. There you go. So I do need a line down either side of the blue. Careful. And then the rest. Cool. So as usual, I'm just thinning it down with the Army Painter airbrush thinner. It's absolutely brilliant for just using as a thinner as opposed to water. It helps bind the colours a bit better than, and stops it separating out. Definitely worth it for a couple of quid a bottle. Itchy nose. Gonna get annoyed. More annoyed, should I say. And we have it. The front done. So is that a bit down the side of all of that in gold? So these bits in here, the most awkwardest part to get into, are gold. I've thinned it quite a bit down so it should flow a bit into the gaps. There we go. The only thing is, with thinning metallics, you've got to keep mixing it on your palette where you've thinned it down, because there's a high chance it will just separate and the metallics will go at the bottom and you'll just get yellow paint, or yellowish. There you go. Right, one side. And so the back panels are done, so it's along there and along there. along on the top as well. I think I got most of it, but just in case there's a couple of bits missing. Cool. And the bottom edge of that as well. Metal, gold, gold, metal. So the first ridge on there, and then the mask round there again. So that bit, that bit. And there we go. And then straight to the middle. It looks like a pair of eyes. And we'll do this again. I just think rather than the silver, they all look really good in the gold. I think anywhere the blue is and you've got the gold contrasting with it, it looks cool. Even if you do get it everywhere, like wow. Oh. No, the Patreon isn't running anymore, mate. The way we were doing it, they weren't happy with us. Basically, they said we were basically using it as a sales thing, more of a loot system. So rather than any hassle, we decided to shut it down. But I've still not done the patron remove that. Bad Kinger. Naughty Kinger. Oh, what was I going to say to you? Oh, Titanicus. Titanicus. I have slightly changed my plans with it. Only slightly. Little big robots, yeah. I have a friend who is going to do them for me. So hopefully he's picking them up Monday. And I've worked through, I'm getting them done in Traitor Legions. I'm going for Legio Mortis. I have an army that was painted for me by a friend for Legio Crucius, but I ended up selling a lot of it. Good guys and all that, but at the time I was needing money for doing parts and setting some new bits up within the business, so they were sat there and there was some good high priced parts like mechs in amongst it, so the decision was to sell it for the time being and then pick it back up when I had time. And I'd been picking back bits up from customer trade-ins and stuff like that for a couple of months. Hadn't gone too deep into it, as you know. And then obviously I got a starter set from one of my distributors dirt cheap, and that was the decision. The decision was made that I would start work on it again. But yeah, there's quite a bit there now. I got the starter set and the thingy mandible. I shouldn't do that one first. I should do this one first. That's got had drying time. Let's have this spread out. Some in the chimneys. So yeah, these will get washed. They will get a quick dry brush and a clean up if I've messed any bits up after I've done all of this. The wash will hide some of the bits and pieces where I've messed up. That's the whole beauty of washes. That's what they do. If I've gone over the lines a bit, some of the lines will be blurred out with wash, so it saves a lot of time going back over bits over and over again until you get them to the amount that you want them and perfectly within the lines, and then you throw a wash down that hides a lot of that anyway. So I tend to do a little bit of fixing up after I've done my washes, and then if needs be a little bit of wash over the top of the fix, but it's not too much. Right, so that one's ready to dry. Let's get need the gun for the front of this one as well, don't I? Oh, I missed a little one. Oh well. Time is it? 20 past. I might have to miss that one for now. Catch it later. So That one's definitely done. That one's done. That one's done. Is this ready for dry brushing? It looks it. No, it's still wet. So that needs to dry off. Those two do as well. And is that? It's not the little gun one. It is that one. Yeah, not much gold on it. Not much gold at all. There's probably enough left on the palette to finish this off quite quickly. There we go. So the whole top bit's in gold. And a bit more down there, I think. That blue in the centre, it was gold. Cool. We're definitely going to have the same sort of setup on the bridge or the face as looks like one of those masks. It is definitely a mask. Might be a couple of bits of blue to touch up on this one. In fact, a lot of blue to touch up on that one. Wow. Yeah, it wasn't the site, mate. It was actually the internet. Loads of places went down, Amazon being one of them. One of the big service backbone providers called Fastly actually had some quite severe issues, and unfortunately a lot of services were interrupted, including our shop for one. struggling to see this one. I think that's it. Yep. Knock that off there. Right. There's a like a whole, what looks like a guardrail that goes all the way around the boat at the back that is gold. It's going to be interesting to get with the brush. There we go. A little bit easier. Thin the paint. Always thin the paint. Makes things a lot easier. There we have it. So there's that bit and that bit, which is so that bit as well. So there we go, across the top. Back bit was a slight bit of freehand, but it's just a gold line, it's not too much. And there. So is that all the gold that they've got that done as well. I see. Yeah. What glue do you need, Tomo? The Gorilla Glue. We should have it on the website, I think. We stopped doing some of it. Oh. I need to chase that up as well, because my restock of them is fairly late. Yeah. There'd be a lot of nice purple in this set, Tomo. I think we opened, I think it was 36 boxes today, and I still didn't get the play set of my red cards. In fact, there was one red card we didn't even see, Tomo. I think it was the it was one of the rares, one of the alt art rare, one of the rare alt arts. Cool. That looks. Like it is done. 1, 2, 3, a little bit there just to finish it off the edging. Yeah, it's weird. I think it's only a rare, but some of the rares we were finding, some of the rare alt arts are actually very, very hard to pull by the looks of it. We have 2 minutes with that. Whew. What was the ones I was looking at them earlier on? Agunimon. Yeah, Agunimon. It is, I believe, an uncommon. Alt art uncommon. I got more. Yeah, I got one Rise Greymon. Yeah, so I still need a Rise Greymon. Is it Rise Greymon I need? They're not in here, they're in the shop. I think I need a Victory Greymon alt art, a Rise Greymon alt art, or a couple of each. And then I didn't get any of the Agunimon. I did, however, get 5 of the Lucamon alt arts, which are the secret rare ones. Go figure. It's just a bit silly how some of the stuff's gone. That's that. So the stream has flattened out. I'm just going back, and my live stream is excellent, apparently. So I'm about 15-20 seconds behind, which isn't too bad. My stream does normally pull out a bit. I'll be interested to see how that goes in the future. Yep. I am. Which is quite squarey. And just checking through that. If this little fella's about, I'll touch up some of the blue that I clipped. Put the right glasses back on for painting. So that looks cool. All look cool. Did it clip any of that? I think most of that got picked. Ah, I did. That was the bit that I wanted to get. I would need to thin the blue down a bit. There we go. That one's not getting dry brush tonight. What I'll do is oh, I dropped the butt. So let's get some wash down the side of it. My stomach's growling. There we go. So, let's go to that. Out. Good evening. Oh, sorry, it's painting. Good evening, Mr. Beast. How's you this fine evening? Martin! Martin! If I'm swinging at you with any of my rookies, you're taking more than 1,000. Do you think I'm playing black? So, right, I don't need that because all of the colours are done. They're drying. That's sort of drying. Your stuff's here to pick up from your pre-release, Martin. But we may not be here on Friday. I'll be here over the weekend if you're about and out and about. So, one little dwarf. So I've got 3 finished. 3 dwarf boats finished, and 3 that are basically needing a quick dry brush once they're dry. So see if I can get the other than a quick dry brush. That's another one done. I could possibly glue all of these in place quickly. Quickly but surely they drew their plans against us. Brum, brum, brum. Do. And there we go. So they will all dry slowly but surely. Have a quick look to see how stable things are. Don't know how far you guys are behind me now. Usually Martin's miles behind anyway, so that seems to be working. From the future. Oof. I think it's about to start raining over here. I'm just catching up. Oh, I'm wondering if I wonder if we're actually behind. Where's that? So it is looking good. So I'm quite happy with those minor changes to the. Yeah, there is a. Oh, it could just be getting dark. I'm looking out of a slightly tinted window. At least it's not rose tinted. Right, where's it? Oh. So, I have the high ground. Yes, I know, you look down on us all. Right, so, I'm at a point where if I start something now, I'm not going to get anywhere near anything done. And I think they're still too wet to dry brush. And I've got water all over my arm. Ugh. Ugh. There we go. Can I get a dry brush on that one? I can do it. I can do it. 5-minute dry brush in there. So the silver over the copper domes gives them a lot of, like, it makes them look as though they're reflecting the light from the sun, sort of thing. And that's just by adding a little bit of silver. I need another new. Why does it always dry up like that? So yeah, it'll give the copper a bit of a highlight, and this is hitting the silver on the scales, giving that gold and the blue a bit of a just a slightly worn look. Not over-worn, but because these are dwarves, they'll keep all of their metalwork really polished and really, especially the amethyst blue inlays. There we have it. And that's that one done. And that, as they say, is that. So, out of all of them, there's 4 done and 3 drying. The 3 drying just need a quick dry brush, and they'll be ready to put on a table. So the dwarves have a fleet. I know what I did miss out doing, which I'll quickly do now, is I repainted the top bits. So have them filled with some soot and grime and muck. Put each side. There we go. And there you have it. A dwarf fleet, 95% ready to go. So, yeah, 5 minutes, but 10 minutes. I think I'll be doing aliens probably. Droids this time next week. I say Cad Bane, droids. Trying to think of who to have as Cad Bane's second. Not quite Corn. It is. Yeah, no, it's definitely Cad Bane, but it's we're going to be using it in Stargrave. So I'm using him as my leader. Number one. Yeah, it is the Cad Bane Legion model. But I need someone else. So I've got Cad Bane. I've got B1s and stuff like that. He's not out. It needs to be... I want to use all Legion figures because, yes, I want to do two types of setup. Two types of... Be able to use it in two types of games sort of thing. But I've bought B2 battle droids for the bulky ones. Join us now, do you, Mark? After all of your playing X-Wing. No, we know when we're not wanted, Mark. Iden. Ooh. Advert. What? A 2-hour advert? No. I've seen the photographic evidence of you playing X-Wing. I know where you've been. Or you still are, possibly. So yeah, what Legion model? I know, I've seen. Bosk is his number 2. That's interesting. Not Tuxedo Bosk. I am getting a full Imperial Assault set, Tomo. Got spanked, had fun. Yeah, but what about X-Wing? Oh, I don't know what to do. So I do like Cad as my vital assets. Oh, the separatist leader. Mm-hmm. Just having a look through now. Yeah, I can't. I don't think he has a name. I think he just has something like the character or whatever it is. Admiral Trench? Who's Admiral Trench? Yeah, Trade Federation personage. I'm trying to see if it shows it on the advert. He's used in the hostage negotiation thing. It's part of the scenario for Vital Assets. I just can't remember who he's called. Callus is a possibility. Trench. Who would? I'm trying to remember who Trench is. Yeah. He was the genius, wasn't he? The... Oh, what's it called? Military genius from their side. There's always Anakin. There is always Anakin. I've got an Anakin kicking around somewhere. I've got one of these kicking around that I've still never painted. He's all zenithal highlighted and ready to go for painting. Gary the Stormtrooper is definite. I could be tempted by a Gary. Yeah, I've got a box. I've got my boxed one. Oh no, that is mine. The boxed one was given away. Yeah, so yeah, I'm down to one. I got that one. And this was painted for me by a friend. Look. Dead robot. But he definitely goes with my... yes, he does have the higher ground with his base. I take it by the offer that you've got a 3D printer now working. Oh, so you bought one and you're not doing anything with it? Or do you have the files? Or do you know where I can get the files from? Or something along those lines? And that's off. Warplock bronze. I'm trying to think of what else I've got lined up to do. Yeah, what's gone on? I pressed wrong buttons. No, we haven't. Don't know what you're talking about, Mark. You'll catch up in a minute. Yes, that's the dude that I thought. Doesn't he have a claw? One of his arms was replaced, wasn't it, by a metal... Or is that later on he comes back as... I take it that's a young version of him. Because the version that I brought up on here is his later one where he's got a claw hand. Yeah. Oh, he has 3 claw hands, if I remember rightly. 3 claw hands. Yeah. Cool. So, yes, I'm forever blowing bubbles, but I'm going to call it there for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for popping by. Yeah, that'd be cool, mate. I can see that being used. Maybe it's my main rather than the. No, I'd still have CAD as my main, and then yeah, that could be my second. That is cool. Yes, thank you very much. So, we're possibly away Friday, so I don't think we'll get anything on stream for probably a resin one, Con. A little bit too much detail for an FDM. But anyway, I will catch everyone soon. Thanks for sticking by and watching and seeing all of this tonight. We will be back next Wednesday. In the meantime, take care and stay safe, guys.